Good morning. It's Friday, June 28th, 2024. This is your Georgia WeatherNet morning update. Few light showers and a few thunderstorms in the middle of the state this morning around Jeffersonville, Perry, Warner Robins, near Macon. But we can see those showers are just kind of fading out. And the reason for that, we take a look at our lower level water vapor imagery map. We like this one, very colorful. The orange and the yellow, that's some dry air. I know it's humid out there, but it could be a whole lot worse. And so when we have these showers, thunderstorms move into this type of atmosphere, it just evaporates and kind of fades out. Now, as we move through the day today, we're going to heat up. We're going to put a little more moisture into the atmosphere and get a little bit more instability. So we'll see showers and thunderstorms develop. But if you notice in South Georgia, we do have quite a bit of additional water vapor there. The blues kind of fading into some of those darker shades of yellow. So that's where we're going to see our main chance of rain through the day today, and even starting up fairly early is pretty much south of Albany and south of I-16 all the way down to the Florida line. So let's get back to our weather map here and take a look at our current temperatures across the state. It is low 70s to mid to upper 70s all the way from North Georgia all the way to South Georgia. Brunswick checking in at 81. Atlanta checking in at 75. And now let's take a look at our severe weather risk. Today and tomorrow, just a general thunderstorm risk, but Sunday, level 1 out of 5 severe weather risk for parts of northeast Georgia down through the CSRA. So from Augusta up to Toccoa and Athens, look out for some strong to severe thunderstorms and mainly just the garden variety pop-up thunderstorms as we move through your day on Sunday. Quick look at the tropics. We do have a couple of things to look at. First of all, the yellow X on the left side of the screen, 30% chance of developing over the next 48 hours. It looks like that's going to continue across the Yucatan Peninsula and then into the coast of Mexico. So we're not looking at that to arc around toward our direction. And then we have our red X. That is probably going to turn into a named storm very soon, over the next 48 hours likely. And that's going to continue to track through the toward the southern Caribbean and toward the Gulf, and we can talk about that as we take a look at the weather models. And again, we're way out to really determine where these storms are going to go, especially that one in the red X. But the first one, 94L, again, that should be moving toward the Yucatan around Cancun and then continuing on in to the southern Gulf. And it looks like that's just going to head into the coast of Mexico, as I mentioned. And then the weather models are pretty consistent on 95L. As we zoom way out there and take a look, that was the red X we were talking about. Still looks like that's going to move right between South America and the greater Antilles and then move in toward the coast of Mexico, possibly in Central America. That could make it into the Gulf, but right now the long-range models say this is not going to be a concern. But we're going to be watching this for the next week and a half possibly. So we'll get a named storm out of that. We'll just be talking about it every day, but it looks like our threat is going to be pretty low once it reaches into the Gulf. Shouldn't be moving our direction. But a lot of things can happen between now and then. We know that, so we'll just keep an eye on it. Let's take a look at our weather model for the state of Georgia today. Back home, we see pretty quiet through the late morning hours. Then as we head into the early afternoon hours, showers popping up in the mid-state. Again, thunderstorms are going to be most likely in extreme South Georgia. We see those popping up. We know that humidity is out there. And as we move through the heat of the day, those storms will be fairly widespread. But some will be strong, producing some heavy rainfall. Our severe weather risk low for today. As we head into this afternoon, thunderstorms become a little bit more numerous and continuing to move toward the north. Most of us in Georgia will not see the rain today, but quite a few of us will, and count yourself lucky if we do. Heading into this evening, things fade out. No surprises there through the overnight hours. Maybe a few scattered showers very late tonight in the North Georgia. And then starting out tomorrow morning, we'll see a mix of sun and clouds. Scattered showers, thunderstorms start to develop again as we move into the late morning and early afternoon hours. So this looks pretty active tomorrow afternoon. Very isolated, but spread out throughout the state of Georgia. And we'll just hang on to that through the late afternoon and into the evening hours tomorrow, and rain chance on Sunday as well. Temperatures will drop a bit as we start out next week, but we're going to hang on to that rain chance. Looks like pretty much every day next week. That's the latest from the Georgia WeatherNet. Now your local forecast from Northwest Georgia to Southeast Georgia.